drive my Hellcat in the middle of the winter. That's what I do. And boom, here we go. All right, is the Hellcat worth it? As I pull off in the middle of winter in Minnesota, ain't it? One word answer, yes, definitely worth it. 100% worth it. I've had the Hellcat for like a week now, and it's everything I thought it would be. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Every single day, let me buckle up so this thing don't keep going off. Every single day, every morning, every night, and sometimes throughout the day, in the middle of the day if I could, I would be on YouTube watching nothing but Dodge Challenger Hellcat videos. Car reviews. I'd watch Street Speed 717, Subaru WRX fan, giving everybody a shout out. The Black Scat Pack, I even checked out a few of his videos. SRT Mush. Man, I literally watched, I don't think there's probably a Dodge Challenger Hellcat video I haven't seen on YouTube. And so to finally have the car, and I asked myself, is it worth it? Of course it is. Like, there's just no feeling like this car. Like, I know there's a bunch of people in all them reviews who said, like, you know, this car this car that, you know what I mean? And some you believe, some you don't, but this bitch is worth it, 100%. Like, there's so many things I love about this car, literally everything, you know what I mean? And I've been driving in the winter, everything, you know what I'm saying? This car is $70,000, right? Brand new, which I got mine, 0 miles, 70,000, brand new. And you know how sometimes when you buy certain things, you have like that buyer's remorse, like, oh, that wasn't even worth it, or I shouldn't have got that. Man, I don't have that remorse at all with this car. I wake up every morning excited to go out there, hear my car start up, that young burble early in the morning. Sometimes I'm in the house, I just look at the blinds and just like to look at it, you know what I mean? Because this is a goal that I've had set for myself for a couple years now. And the Hellcat, to be all the way real, is affordable price, but it's damn near out of reach price. You know what I'm saying? If you're just a regular person who works a regular job, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can do it, but it's gonna be a tight squeeze. You know what I'm saying? Or under some people's circumstances, it's unachievable at the moment. Merging on the freeway. A little quick pull. But I wanted this car about 3 years ago. I've been wanting this car altogether since 2008 when it first came out, but I obviously wasn't in a position in 2008 to get this car because I've only had this car for a week now, like I said. So I financed my first car when I was 26 years old. I'm 28 now, and I learned how to merge, people. But what I was gonna say, I financed this car at the age of 28, which I am now, and I financed my first car when I was 26. And the thing is, when I first wanted to finance a car, I wanted to get a Challenger right off bat, and I wanted the SRT version. And the Hellcat wasn't even out at this time. So when I went to go get it, and I found out I couldn't afford it, the price was too high, the interest and all those other things from not having credit, all those things, a couple years ago, I was like, you know what? Well, since I'm figuring out about these things now and I can't get a Challenger, I could have got an SXT Challenger, you know, a base model, but I didn't want that. I had a white Charger. Just got back. But I actually seen a B5 blue Hellcat today with the Scat Pack stripes on the back end. It looked cool. But we acknowledged each other and said, hey, it was tough though. But to get back to my point, when I found out about all that, and I found out that I could only get like an SXT Challenger or just a regular, pretty much basic car, V6 and all that stuff, I was like, well, you know what? I was in college at the time, and I said, man, if I gotta have something basic, I would at least like to have something that I'm gonna save gas with, you know what I mean? And it's gonna be reliable, all these other things. So I ended up getting a Honda Accord, you know, and a 2012 Honda Accord, and I actually still have it. And it was a great car for what I needed it to be. For what its purpose was, it was a great car. It was the best car for what I needed it to be. Reliable. I was driving back and forth from college in Connecticut, from Connecticut to Minnesota, Minnesota to Connecticut. I was doing those road trips all the time. So I definitely needed something that was going to be reliable and save lots of gas. And I literally paid like maybe $120 one way from Connecticut to Minnesota in gas. So, you know, we're talking about $240 round trip from Connecticut to Minnesota. We're talking about 2,300 miles, you know what I'm saying? And I'm only spending $220, $230, you know what I'm saying, on gas. So that was perfect for what I needed it for, you know. But every day I woke up with that Honda. It was cool. It was a great car, like I said, for what I needed it for. But every day that I woke up, you know, every time I drove that car, every time I was on a road trip, every time I was in that car, I've always been a person who likes speed and things that bring you happiness and thrill, you know, when you're, with whatever you buy. If it's not bringing you happiness and it doesn't give you excitement, you know what I mean, then what's the point in having it, other than the purpose in which I'm telling you I need that Honda for? And that was to build my credit for a couple years, save a few dollars in those years, you know what I mean, and those kind of things. The thing I need that car to be, it was. And everything else though, if you're not using it for that purpose, then what's the point in buying it, you know what I mean? So I also have a motorcycle. I have an R1, and the way that bike makes me feel, it's like endless amounts. I've gotten the engine done. I got a bunch of stuff done to that bike, and no matter what gear I'm in, it's just ready to go. It brings you excitement. It's just the pull of it. It's just like, it's nuts. I love it. You know what I mean? And that's, if I can explain it, you know, in a way in which you can understand, that's what this car brings. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what gear I'm in, I could be starting off from a start, you know what I mean? I could be on the highway going 50 and smash it, whatever time. Anytime I hit this gas pedal, the car is throwing you back in your seat, you know what I mean? And I love that kind of thrill. It's just, it's fun. It brings excitement to you, you know what I mean? And I love the look of it. I mean, I can go on and on about the things I love about this car. But the point is that every day that I was in that car, in my Honda, you know, driving back and forth cross country, all that stuff, and just driving to work, whatever the case may be, I was always envisioning me driving this Hellcat Challenger, you know what I mean? And so fast forward to a week ago, when I'm in the dealership and I run across the right price and everything, and it's just looking lovely, I got plugged with a good deal, I said, let me have it, you know, simple as that, let me have it. And now that I'm driving behind it, you know what I mean, and every day I've been behind this wheel, and it's a dream come true, because you got to understand, like I told you before, I was watching YouTube videos every single morning, in the middle of the day, at the end of every night, you know what I mean, about Hellcat Challengers, Hellcat Chargers, you know what I'm saying? Even though I wasn't getting a Hellcat Charger, just anything about the Hellcat, I just needed to watch, I needed to see, I wanted to hear, you know what I'm saying, from the people's perspective, how it makes you feel. And in all honesty, there's nothing that can describe how this car makes you feel other than being behind the wheel. Or if you, like I said, have a motorcycle, or you have another car with lots of horsepower, you know what I mean? It's just the excitement, the level of excitement you get when you're driving, it's like no other. Like, sometimes I find myself just hitting the gas like that, just, you know, it's like for a moment you almost kind of stop breathing, but then, like, once you let off the gas a little bit, you know you're in the clear, you ain't see no cops or nothing, you kind of just start smiling, you know what I mean? Like, damn, that was fun, you know what I'm saying? It's really dope, you know? So, is this Hellcat worth it? Of course, you know what I mean? It's 5 stars with me. It's the perfect car for me, and the thing is, I'm 6'10" too, so the cars that could bring this kind of excitement, in my opinion, that I wanted to get, this was the best one, because all the other cars that bring this kind of excitement that I would like, you know what I'm saying, like I said, in my opinion, were all smaller cars, Corvettes, you know, those kind of things, Camaros. And the thing is, I'm 6'10", you know what I'm saying, so being in like a Corvette, like my head's like on the roof, you know what I'm saying, once speed bump and I'm hitting bang bang, you know, like even if you get the convertible, my hair is blowing in the wind, I got that much hair, you know what I'm saying, but it's just too much, and I'm looking out the window like this to see if I can see the light or stop sign, or, you know what I'm saying, it's just too much. It's like I'm a sardine up in there, you know. So this, even though this is a muscle car, it fits me like a sports car fits your average size person, and that's what I love about this car. This is like a sports car for a big ass dude like myself, you know what I'm saying. I got lots of room. If I want to, I can throw people in the back, you know what I mean. It just works out, and I love this car, man. There's no complaints about this car at all. And if you got the money to buy it, man, buy it, you know, and get it. You know, you get one life to live, you know what I'm saying? Why spend it, you know what I'm saying, driving something you're not happy with, or, you know what I'm saying? Those kind of things. You just be happy, get what you want, you know what I mean, and enjoy life. But that's all I got to say for right now, I think, you know, but the excitement this car brings me is just endless, you know what I mean? And it's worth every penny. And if I can go back and do it different or get another car or change anything, I wouldn't. Like, this is my ideal car, this is my dream car, and it works out, you know what I mean? So yeah. One other thing I really like about this car is the amount of attention it gets from the people who really know cars, and even from the people who don't even know cars. Like, yeah, one of the cons about this car is that it does look like a basic Challenger to the naked eye, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, though, for the people who know what this car is, I had a Ferrari pull down on me on the highway a couple days ago, and I think it was I don't know if it was a Ferrari 458. I don't know the trims that well with Ferraris, but it was a Ferrari nonetheless, and it was a newer one, and it was dope. And when it pulled down on me and it acknowledged me, I said, you know what? That's how you know when you know you're in something raw, when a Ferrari pulls down on you and acknowledges you. You know what I mean? That when a Ferrari acknowledges you, that's when you know you got it. You know. And the thing is, for the people who don't know cars, they know just from the basic sound of this car, the look of the car, they're like, you know what? I know that's a Challenger, and I don't know exactly what kind of Challenger, but that ain't your regular ass kind of Challenger. They know that it's something special. And if you're in this passenger seat, oh, you for sure know it's not your regular Challenger at all. That's without me having to say a word. That you're gonna know this isn't your regular everyday Challenger. You know what I mean? So that's one thing I really love about this car as well. It's so universal, and the other part of it is it's very universal as far as driving dynamics, you know what I mean? Like, let's say you get a Corvette, right? No shots at Corvette. I like Corvettes. I think they look dope. I'm just 6'10", and I'm way too damn big for them things. I can fit in the older ones, you know what I mean, pretty good. But one of my best friends, my brother, really, he has a C6 Corvette, and it's so dope. It might be a C5 or a C6, but either way go, it's dope. You know what I mean? I fit in that thing just fine, driven it a bunch of times. But long story short, the thing is, with a Corvette, you know, you can drive that in the winter. Like, let's say I've seen some people on YouTube who drive their Corvettes in the winter, and they'll slap some snow tires on there and, you know, drive in the winter. But the thing is, though, if it's like a real snowy day or whatever, you know what I mean, unless you got that car lifted and a bunch of other stuff that you aren't gonna do to a Corvette, or at least that I wouldn't do, you can't necessarily drive it in the snow if it's like 4 inches of snow, you know. But this car, with a pair of good snow tires, like I got the all-season tires that come on it stock from the factory, and I've drove it a few days when it was black ice on the ground, snow, 3-4 inches of snow. I've driven it on the highway, on the side roads, and yeah, if you stab the throttle, you know what I mean, yeah, it's gonna go nuts on you, you know what I mean, but I can drop it in the valet mode, put it in 300 horsepower and be kosher, you know what I'm saying, as long as I'm not acting like a dummy, you know what I'm saying. Now, if I got it in eco mode with the 500 horsepower, or I got it in the 707 horsepower, then obviously I'm non-stop, wheel spinning. The tires already ain't, you know what I'm saying, that good, I guess, for the snow, but they ain't that bad to me. They work just fine, you know what I mean, as long as you're acting cool. But nonetheless, though, it's so universal. It's like a jack of all trades. Like, I can get on the highway, smash out, you know what I mean, 100-some miles per hour easy, you know what I mean? Or at the same time, and that's on a hot summer day, right? Or at the same time, it can snow, give me 3-4 inches of snow, go right out there, and I can drop it down 300 horsepower and drive it like it's a Honda Civic, you know what I mean, with a Honda Civic with a supercharger or something. But nonetheless, I can drive it like it's a regular car, but at the same time, I can take it to the drag strip, smash out on it, burn all the tires off, all the tread off the tires, and then snow the next day, you know what I mean, and do it all over, you know what I mean. That's one thing I really like about this car. It's not a dedicated sports car. It's just not a dedicated one-purpose car. It is so universal, it can do everything, you know what I'm saying? It's like a Swiss Army knife, it's just a bunch of different things it can do, versus a car who can do 1 or 2 things really great, but then the other things it can do, but it's not really cool for it, you know what I'm saying? Just like this ain't really meant for, you know, racing or like real life circuit racing or anything like that. It's not really made for the track or anything like that, but it can do it, you know what I'm saying? But it can do the racetrack more than a Corvette can do with snow, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? So, and I'm in Minnesota, so it's snowing half of the year here, so my thing is, I don't want a car that I'm only going to drive 2-3 months out of the year. You know what I'm saying? I got a motorcycle for that. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get this car and I'm gonna drive it all year round. You know what I mean? Get a clear coat put under the body of the car or all that stuff, so prevent the pipes from rusting, all that good stuff. But I'm not getting a car to just put it in a museum and pretty much my garage as a museum and let it just sit there and just collect dust. You know what I'm saying? No, I want to drive my car every day. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're paying $70,000 for a car. Yeah, I'm gonna drive till the wheels fall off. You know what I mean? So my thing is, I just like how universal it is and how much I can do with this car. And at the same time, the respect that you have to give it in the automotive world and the respect that you got to give it in the everyday world. Like, it's just dope. You know what I'm saying? It's very universal for everything. And one other thing that I really like about it, not really like about it, it's one of the things I like most about this car, is the way that it makes me feel when I drive it. You know what I mean? Just the endless amounts of torque, power, you know what I'm saying? It's just nuts. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just nuts. I can't even really describe the feeling. The only thing I can say it's even similar to is my motorcycle. You know what I'm saying? Like the R1 motorcycle that I have. And no matter what speed I'm going, it's just ready to always go. And it's always a blast and fun to drive. And but the thing is though, this is actually better than my motorcycle, because on the days when it might rain or I don't feel like getting hit with bugs while driving, or it might be warm as hell in the middle of the day, but then by the time I leave out of work or out of the gym at nighttime, it's cold as hell and then I'm still on my bike. You know what I mean? Like, this is, I got 4 wheels, a roof, obviously, a sunroof, big comfortable seats. You know what I mean? You're compromising nothing with this car at all. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, and it's just about what fits you best. And in my opinion, this fits me best. You know what I'm saying? May not fit everybody the best, but this is the most ideal car for me. You know what I mean? And daily comfort and just pretty much all the things I just said. So yeah, that's the things I really love about this Hellcat Challenger, and that's why it's always been my dream car. Now that I have it, I wake up with the happiness about it every day. I love to go out there and start it, watch it burble up to life. You know what I mean? And it's just dope, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you're looking to get one, waste no time. Get it. Whenever you can, get it. And if you can't get it right now, but you want it really bad and it's your dream car too, then work for it and you will get it. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta envision it every day. You know what I'm saying? Come up with steps every day. You know what I'm saying? Try to better them steps every day. You know what I mean? And it can be done. If I did it, trust me, anybody can do it. So, but that's it. I'm about to head into this gym. Please browse and subscribe. You know what I mean? Don't really know what else to say, but that's it. Yeah, see you in the next video. Gonna just look beastie at nighttime. I love just walking out to it and looking at it as I walk up to it with the car started. Hearing that exhaust just burble. Look at that joint. That bitch just look nasty. Look at that side perspective. Look at that side perspective.